Hi, my name is Arif, and today I'm going to share the story of an experience I had while studying abroad. It's about racism, hypocrisy, and the absolutely absurd ways people try to justify their prejudice. This is a trigger warning for anyone who's experienced racism or discrimination. It's a tough story, but one that needs to be told. Let me take you back to my first day in a small town in Europe, where I thought I'd start a new chapter. I was excited, nervous, and completely unprepared for what was coming. I had just landed in this picturesque town that looked like something out of a fairy tale. The cobblestone streets, the old churches, and the friendly smiles, it felt like a dream. I'd enrolled in a prestigious university and was eager to meet people from different cultures. But the dream quickly turned sour. On my first day, I entered a local cafe, hoping to grab some coffee and settle in. The moment I walked in, conversation stopped. Heads turned. People stared at me like I was some sort of alien. One older man whispered to his friend loud enough for me to hear. I didn't know they allowed them in here. At first, I thought I misheard. Surely, he didn't mean me. As the weeks passed, things got worse. It wasn't just the stares or whispers anymore. My professors, the people I'd hoped would encourage diversity, made subtle but hurtful remarks. One even joked, "I hope you don't find our winters too cold. You might not be used to it where you're from." Then there was a party hosted by some classmates. I thought it was a chance to finally bond with them. But when I arrived, someone handed me a broom and said, "You must feel at home with this." Everyone laughed. I couldn't believe it. They turned my culture into a punchline. I decided enough was enough. If they wanted to mock me, I'd show them how wrong they were, but in a way they'd never forget. First, I started collecting receipts. I recorded the remarks, the jokes, and the subtle digs. Then, I did something they never expected. I invited them to a cultural appreciation dinner. I cooked traditional Indian dishes, explaining the history and meaning behind each one. But here's the twist, I subtly mirrored their behaviors. When they complimented the food, I replied with things like, "Oh, I didn't think you'd like it. Isn't it too exotic for your palate?" Their faces turned red. The climax came during a presentation I gave for my class. The topic was cultural stereotypes and their impact, using anonymized quotes from my classmates, professors, and townsfolk. I laid bare the subtle and not so subtle racism I'd faced. The kicker? I ended the presentation by showing pictures of these same people enjoying my food, laughing at my jokes, and asking for seconds at the dinner I'd hosted. If you can appreciate my culture on a plate, maybe you can learn to respect the person who brought it to you, I said. The room was silent. Some looked ashamed, others angry, but no one could deny the truth. After that, things began to change. People were more mindful of their words, and I even received apologies from a few classmates. It wasn't perfect, but it was a start. And for me, it was a reminder that sometimes, the best way to fight ignorance is with truth. What about you? Have you ever faced prejudice or discrimination? How did you deal with it? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking Reddit tales. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.